All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be shooting Varget in the 69 grain Sierra Match-King. We're going to go in 0.3 grain increments, starting off at 24 grains and working our way up to 25.2 grains. Initially, I was going to go up to 25.8 grains, but when I got to the 25.2 grains, I was already getting really compressed loads. And since I'm using Starline brass, it has a smaller capacity than something like Lake City. So I figured I would just stop at 25.2 grains. So let's start off at 24 grains and see what we can do. Looks like I believe we're at 2800. Yeah, 2807 was that last shot, so I think we're right where we need to be. I believe the 24 grains on Hodgson's website, it said somewhere around 2750 or something like that. All right, moving on to 24.3 grains. Still at 2802. Looks like that might be a good node if we were doing the 10-round ladder test, but we are not. I'm not sure how consistent the charge weights are going to be since my scale is been really weird lately. I got a new one coming. I ordered one of the old school M5 OHAS scales or something like that. I found one that was like at a yard sale or something like that that's never been used. So hopefully we can get a good scale. All right, next up is 24.6 grains. That last one pulled. All right, 24.9 grains is next. Man, that's weird. The entire group shifted like half MOA. 2893, I think was that last one. All right, last up is 25.2 grains. Let's see if we can go out with the bang. That one actually looked like a good group. Didn't quite hit 2,900, so probably could have gone up a little bit more, but like I said, I had already had some pretty compressed loads. So let's go ahead and see what we got. All right, guys, we're gonna go over our results really quick, which they weren't bad, but they definitely weren't the best that I've ever done. I think the best shot was 24.3 at 0.703 inches. It looks like these two had the best SD and ESs, but the ESs in some of these are horrible, and I will definitely contribute that to my scale. And another thing, so I noticed that between the first three, all of them are pretty much in the same spot, and then in 24.9 it shifted over quite a bit, and the only thing that I can think of that caused that is on this one I backed off the zoom just a little bit and it shifted over, and then when I went back to 25.2 grains, I maxed out the magnification back to what it was, and it went back to where these ones were at. So now I'm wondering if the problem that I have with like the 2 and 3 so often, if that has to do with my scope. For my bolt action, I got a new scope coming for that, so we'll have to see if it's me or if it's the scope. I hope it's the scope, because it's freaking annoying having, you know, like a really good start of group and then you have two flyers or another group starting in the same larger group. So yeah, our best group is 24.3 grains. We started off at 2775 and then we ended up at the 2875. So if we had a little more room in the brass, we probably could have gone up to like 20, what was I gonna go up? 25.8 grains. Hodgson's recommended max charge weight is 26. Maybe I'll try that with a different brass and see if we can add a bit more powder in there. And another thing that I forgot to mention is the cartridge overall length. I went at 2.250. They had it recommended at 2.245, and if I would have done that, I would have probably not even been able to go up to 25.2 grains, because when I was shaking that, man, it was packed in tight. So I don't know if that's what started causing diagonal stringing, and then you have, you know, the two different groups in the larger group. I hope it's the scope, but I think that's what the shift between 24.9 and the other groups. We'll have to see when I get the new scope. One thing that I might try is actually just load up a bunch of the same charge weight and then basically do a 5-round group at each zoom range. Start at 10 and work our way up to 15 magnification, and just see if, as I'm increasing the zoom, if the shift happens. So that might be the next video that I do. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thanks for checking out the video, and we'll see you in the next one.